Emma was a simple nurse. She lived in a small house near the hospital. Every day, she helped sick people get better. She had kind eyes and gentle hands. People loved her because she always cared. One dark night, it was raining very hard. Emma heard a loud crash outside her house. She looked out the window and saw a big black car. The car hit a tree. Smoke was coming from the car. Emma ran outside in the rain. She opened the car door. Inside was a man. He was wearing an expensive suit, but it was torn and bloody. The man was unconscious. Blood was on his head and arms. I must help him, Emma said to herself. She was not very strong, but she pulled the man from the car. She brought him into her house. Emma cleaned his wounds carefully. She used bandages from her medical bag. The man had cuts on his face and a deep wound on his arm. She worked for 2 hours to stop the bleeding. The man was very handsome, even with his injuries. He had dark hair and strong features. Emma wondered who he was. His suit looked very expensive. His watch was gold and shiny. The next morning, Emma woke up early. The man was still sleeping on her sofa. She made coffee and waited. When the man opened his eyes, he looked confused. "Where am I?" he asked. His voice was deep and strong. "You are in my house," Emma said softly. "You had a car accident. I helped you." The man tried to sit up, but he felt pain. "My arm," he said. "Please don't move too much. Your wounds need time to heal," Emma told him. The man looked at her with surprise. "Why did you help me? You don't know me." "I am a nurse. I help people. That is what I do," Emma answered. The man was quiet for a moment. No one had ever helped him without wanting something back. He was used to people being afraid of him or wanting his money. "What is your name?" he asked.
"Emma."
"What is your name?" The man hesitated. "Call me Alex," he said. He did not tell her his real name. He did not tell her that he was Alexander King, the most powerful businessman in the city. He did not tell her that he was also dangerous. Alex stayed at Emma's house for 3 days. Emma took care of him like he was her own family. She cooked for him, changed his bandages, and made sure he was comfortable. Alex was not used to such kindness. In his world, people were afraid of him. He was the head of a big company, but he also controlled things that were not always legal. He had many enemies. But Emma was different. She treated him like a normal person. She laughed at his jokes. She told him stories about her patients at the hospital. For the first time in years, Alex felt peaceful. "Why do you live alone?" Alex asked her on the 3rd day. "I had a boyfriend once, but he left me. He said I cared too much about other people. He wanted me to care only about him," Emma said sadly. "He was stupid," Alex said. "Your kindness is beautiful." Emma's heart beat faster. She was starting to have feelings for this mysterious man. But she knew he would leave soon. Men like him did not stay with women like her. On the 4th morning, Alex said he had to go. His wounds were better, and he could move his arm again. "Thank you, Emma. I will never forget your kindness," he said. He wanted to give her money, but he knew she would not take it. Emma felt sad when he left. She had grown to care about him. She watched him walk away and wondered if she would ever see him again. The next day, Emma woke up and made her coffee as usual. She was thinking about Alex when she heard cars outside. She looked out the window and could not believe her eyes. There were black cars everywhere. Big men in dark suits were standing around her house. They looked serious and dangerous. Emma was very scared. A man knocked on her door. Emma opened it with shaking hands. "Miss Emma," the man said. "Mr. King wants to see you." "Who is Mr. King?" "I don't know any Mr. King," Emma said. "Please come with us," the man said. It was not really a question. Emma was taken to the biggest car. Inside was Alex. But he looked different now. He was wearing a perfect suit. His hair was neat. He looked powerful and cold. Alex? What is happening? Emma asked. My real name is Alexander King, he said. I own King Corporation. I also do other business. Emma's heart sank. She realized that Alex was not just a businessman. He was someone dangerous. Someone who had 100 men working for him. Why are all these people here? She whispered. Because someone tried to kill me that night. The car accident was not an accident. Someone put a bomb in my car. They know I was at your house. That means you are in danger too. Emma learned the truth about Alexander King. He was not just rich. He was the most powerful man in the city. Some of his business was legal, but some was not. He had many enemies who wanted him dead. I am sorry, Emma. I should have told you the truth. But when I was with you, I felt normal for the first time in years. I felt happy, Alexander said. Why didn't you tell me? Emma asked. She felt hurt and confused. Because you would have been afraid of me. Everyone is afraid of me, he said sadly. Emma looked into his eyes. She could see that under all his power and danger, he was still the same man she had cared for. He was still the man who made her laugh and feel special. I am not afraid of you, she said quietly. Alexander's cold face changed. For a moment, he looked like the Alex she had known. But you should be, he said. My world is dangerous. People who care about me get hurt. Alexander was right about the danger. His enemy, a man named Vincent Russo, had found out about Emma. Vincent wanted to destroy everything Alexander cared about. We know about the nurse, Vincent told his men. She saved his life. Kill her, and we hurt him where it matters most. Alexander's men were watching Emma's house, but Vincent was clever. He waited for the right moment. One evening, Emma was walking home from the hospital. It was getting dark. She did not see the men following her. When she reached her house, 3 men grabbed her. They put a bag over her head and took her to an old building. Tell us where King keeps his money, they said to Emma. I don't know. I don't know anything about his business. Emma cried. But they did not believe her. They thought Alexander had told her his secrets. When Alexander found out Emma was missing, he became very angry. All his men had never seen him so upset. Find her, he ordered. Find her now. Alexander used all his power to look for Emma. He called people who owed him favors. He sent his men everywhere. He would not sleep until Emma was safe. It took 2 days to find her. She was hurt but alive. Alexander came to rescue her himself. When Vincent's men saw Alexander coming with 50 of his men, they knew they were in trouble. There was a big fight. Alexander fought like a man who had nothing to lose. When Alexander found Emma, she was weak and scared. Her hands were tied, and she had cuts on her face. Emma, he said softly, holding her close. I am so sorry. This is my fault. Alex, she whispered. I knew you would come. After Emma was safe, Alexander had to make a choice. He could not let Emma stay in danger because of him. I have to let you go, he told her. My enemies will always try to hurt you to hurt me. I cannot let that happen. What if I don't want to go? Emma asked. What if I want to stay with you? You don't understand. People in my world get hurt. People die, Alexander said. I understand more than you think, Emma said. I know you're dangerous. I know people want to kill you. But I also know you are good inside. I saw that when you were hurt and helpless in my house. Alexander wanted to hold her and never let her go. But he also wanted to keep her safe. If you stay with me, your life will never be normal, he warned her. I don't want normal. I want you, Emma said. Emma had to decide. She could go back to her quiet life as a nurse. She could be safe and normal, or she could stay with Alexander and live in his dangerous world. She thought about the 3 days when Alex was in her house. Those were the happiest days she had ever had. She thought about how empty she felt when he left. "I choose you," she told Alexander, "but I have conditions." "What conditions?" he asked. "No more lies between us. If we are together, we tell each other everything," Emma said. "And?" Alexander asked. "And I want to keep helping people. I want to keep being a nurse. That is who I am." Alexander smiled. It was the first real smile Emma had seen from him since he told her the truth. "I can arrange that. I will build you the best hospital in the city. You can help as many people as you want." 6 months later, Emma and Alexander were married. It was a small wedding because Alexander had many enemies, but it was beautiful. Emma learned to live in Alexander's world. She had bodyguards now, but she still worked as a nurse. Alexander built her a hospital where she could help poor people for free. Alexander learned to be gentler because of Emma. He started to do more legal business and less dangerous business. He still had enemies, but Emma made him want to be a better man. Some people said Emma was crazy to marry such a dangerous man. But Emma knew something they did not know. She knew that inside the powerful and feared Alexander King was the same hurt man she had found bleeding in a car. She knew that sometimes the most dangerous men just need someone to bandage their wounds and show them kindness. 1 year after their wedding, Emma and Alexander sat in their garden. Emma was reading and Alexander was working on his laptop. "Do you ever regret it?" Alexander asked. "Choosing this life?" Emma looked at her husband. He still looked dangerous to other people. He still had 100 men ready to protect him. He still had enemies who wanted him dead. But to Emma, he was just the man who brought her flowers every Friday. The man who held her when she cried about patients she could not save. The man who loved her more than his own life. "Never," she said. "That night when I bandaged your wounds, I was not just healing your body. I was saving my own heart." Alexander closed his laptop and took Emma's hand. "You saved more than my wounds that night," he said. "You saved my soul." They sat together as the sun set, two people from different worlds who found love in the most unexpected way. Emma had learned that sometimes the most beautiful stories begin with a stranger bleeding in the rain. And sometimes, when you help someone in their darkest moment, you find the light you have been looking for your whole life. The next day would bring new challenges. Alexander's world would always be dangerous. But they would face everything together because Emma had proven that love could heal any wound, and Alexander had learned that true power came not from fear, but from protecting the people you love. Their story was just beginning, but it started the night a nurse with gentle hands bandaged a tycoon's wounds and discovered that beneath his dangerous exterior was a heart that just needed someone to care for it.